Hi, it's Lynn Oz, and please help support my ministry by visiting my sponsors at getthetea.com. Check out all of Ronnie's health products and order some today. Find the ones that work for you or that might be something that helps a problem you're having, or whether it's for daily maintenance. Check out getthetea.com and make sure that you mention that you heard about Ronnie and getthetea.com from Lynn Oz. Hi, this is Lynn Oz, and I have Bob with TradeGeniusAcademy.com with me today. And the Trump administration is trying to pass a tax cut, and people are getting very, very angry over this. But it's a tax cut bill that will actually help the super rich and the elite. But us regular, everyday folks, well, our taxes are going to go up if this bill gets passed. So, Bob, you seem to have some more details on this, and you and I were just talking, and people are livid about this.
Yeah, so, people put Trump into office because really the one thing they wanted him to do is to fix healthcare, and that didn't happen. And then he started selling people on, and just so you know, I'm more pro-Trump than not pro-Trump. So it's not a bash on Trump. He's just the face of this conversation. And then he started pitching tax cuts and for the middle class. And what came out of Congress is tax cuts for the top 0.1% and for C corporations, which are the big corporations. And the people that are middle income and people that are in high tax states or people that are in states that have high mortgages and people that have what they call pass-through income, small business owners, are all going to see their taxes go up. And people are just finding out about this and they're starting to register some real serious anger because this is the second betrayal we've had now. And then you have the Federal Reserve out there talking about, hey, we did what we said we're going to do, quote unquote, for the economy. And now we're going to raise interest rates or continue to raise interest rates. At the same time, more and more people are falling behind on their mortgages, their credit cards, their auto loans, and their student loans. And then they talked about, hey, when things turn over again and go into recession, they're going to do what's called a bail-in or negative interest rates, which means if you have money in the bank, Lynn, they can literally seize it, give you a portion of it back, or charge you to hold the money in the bank. Now, maybe people that have a couple $1,000s in the bank don't care, but if you're a small business owner and you have to make payroll, they don't make any distinction over what that money's used for. They'll come in there and they'll seize it. And it happened, and it's happened in Europe. And now the Federal Reserve here is actually talking about it out loud. And so that's the setup. And what's happening is it's creating a phenomenon, what I call the opt-out. And the opt-out is, we talked about this is the last 3 months, you and I have had this conversation. And for those people who have taken advantage of joining with us, TradeGeniusAcademy.com, and getting involved in what they call the cryptocurrency revolution, is those people are opting out of the banking system and out of the stock market, moving their assets into these coins, and they're seeing tremendous returns on their money because they're bailing out of the banking system. The bankers can't counterfeit these coins, Lynn. And they can't create them out of thin air. And so therefore, people have found a way in which they could preserve their wealth, as every central bank around the world is printing money like crazy and handing it to their rich friends. But you get to stay and stay ahead of the game if you're in the cryptocurrency world. And I mean, so when you and I last talked, when we first talked, people were up 200%. Since we last talked last month, Lynn, people are up 50 to 100% on the money that they put into these coins. And I'm not suggesting you sell everything, you put everything in there, but This is like gold and silver. This is another vehicle to help you preserve and build your wealth. And this is just beginning, Lynn. The Prime Minister of Japan last week told their own citizens it's probably a good idea for you to put some of your wealth into cryptocurrencies. And the reason why is that they printed so many yen around the world. They don't know if their economy will collapse from basically their currency collapsing. And he wants his people to be in something so that they don't turn around and hang him from a lamppost. So that's what's going on. And we're just trying to provide a mechanism for people to preserve and build their wealth, like we always talk about every month when we're together.
Interesting. And can you go ahead and give the link out, and of course this special that you have going on at Trade Genius Academy for Black Friday, if you want to tell the listeners a little bit about that too.
Yeah, so we put together 7 different packages for people depending on what they find interest or things that they think will help them best. Surrounded around either you can have access to the trading room, which is the lowest cost item, or you can combine it with getting software that we provide to you on a charting program, which you can then actually learn to trade yourself, or you can get training classes from us, or you can get a package of everything together. And we offer that for the cryptocurrencies, and we also offer that for the ETF or the stock side too. So people that want to trade that as well. And they're very, very modestly priced in terms of the value you're going to get out of it. And you can immediately take advantage of opportunities that we're seeing in the marketplace and start building wealth for you and your family. And in addition to that, we even have a package if you wanted to buy something for a son or a daughter or a colleague, which we even put even a higher discount on a second membership. So people are loving it, and it's been really well received. And like I said, it's a Black Friday special, and you can, and all these expenses with this you can actually write off on your taxes too, because if you're trading, and that's the cost of trading that you can then also take advantage of with your when you file your taxes as well.
That's really great because, we keep hearing about the economy crashing, just over the past few years, and we know that they're expecting it anytime based on history. And there's just so much going on that it would just be foolish of people not to take every step they can to prepare themselves, spiritually, physically, prepare your household, and be ready for the things that are coming. So those of you out there listening, Bob at tradegeniusacademy.com does sponsor me, and I thank him so much. I'm so grateful for him, and the services he provides are awesome. And so if you are interested also in helping to support what I do, be sure and check him out. The link will be posted below the video, and make sure that you get prepared. I realize maybe, not everybody knows what to do to prepare. I get a lot of emails from people asking, and a lot of people really don't know, or maybe you're on a tight budget. So be sure and check it out. And Bob is a Christian, very knowledgeable of Bible prophecy as well. And that's one of the many things I enjoy about having him on my show, and enjoy him sponsoring me in what I do. So, Bob, I just want to thank you. And, before we go here, do you have any final thoughts or words to share with the listeners? Because I like to give everybody I have on my show, just a final thought to say before we end the program.
Yeah, like we always discuss, you need to be heavenly focused, but you have to live in the world today as we see it, and then you also want to be an ant and not a grasshopper, and you need to prepare. I think we have a tremendous opportunity here. Not often do people get in their lifetime a new asset class where people can actually make extraordinary amounts of money in a short period of time, And this one to boot is something that is close to my heart, is that the bankers can't get their hands on it yet. And so, and you can get into it with very small amounts of money. You can start building your wealth tomorrow. You don't need thousands and thousands of dollars to do this. You can start investing in these coins immediately, and some really really big and smart people are starting to get into it. So my encouragement to you is to see this as an opportunity, and take advantage of it. I think in 6 to 9 months you'll look back and you'll be really really pleased that you made this decision.
Yes, and for those of you listening, I have had numerous emails because I've had Bob on my show off and on over the last few years, and I have received emails from people as well as comments beneath some of our videos from people who went ahead and signed up with him and are making good money. And you've even received some feedback too from some of my listeners, haven't you, Bob? I think you've told me a couple stories.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. People, because yeah, no, absolutely, Lynn. People, there. I think people are happy that there's somebody who can mentor and provide insight and and just, I don't use the word give people hope. I think more like just give people somebody who can walk alongside them and help them help themselves. And that's what we're all about. We want people to be confident in what they do, and we want to be able to train them and give them the confidence and courage to make these decisions that could positively impact their lives. So yeah, so we love it. We love helping people, and we hate the evil that is the system today, and we try to help people navigate that. Because we have no choice. We have to be part of it.
Exactly. And I am really, really slow when it comes to anything mathematical. Seriously. So that's never been my high point. So anything to do with money, numbers, math, anything where numbers are related, I can be very slow. So I think it's great because I think there's a lot of people out there that are just like me, to where these sorts of things or the concept of it is just confusing to them because they don't understand it, or they just have some sort of mental block about that stuff. So it's great to have somebody to walk you through it and to help you understand, and to just be there for you and help you to make money at the same time. So that's awesome. And I really appreciate what you do. So those of you listening, you can check out Bob at his website, and that is tradegeniusacademy.com. And the link will be posted below this video. So be sure and check it out. And if you have any questions, you can call or write to them, but be sure and check it out. And Bob, thank you again. It's always a pleasure having you. And I know that you'll be back next month, and I look forward to seeing what exciting new things have unfolded next month around the same time.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, and I look forward to talking to you before Christmas.
Thanks. And again, happy Thanksgiving to you. Be blessed.
You too.